Good afternoon, TY coming to you from Tampa. Welcome to the first video in my 4-part series, How to Move Past Fears. 4 essential attributes that every person must have to move past fear and move aggressively towards your passion. So some people may ask, why am I doing this video? And it's very simple. Because I want to share the knowledge that I've learned through my life that's helped me move past fear as well and move aggressively towards my passions in my life. See, what I believe is this: most people are stuck. They're stuck and they can't move forward, either unwilling or unable to move forward. And the reason behind that is they're afraid. It's because of fear. Now, if you think that's not you, let me ask you a very simple question. Here's the question. Ask yourself this every single day. Every chance you get, ask yourself this important question. What would I be doing with my life if I knew I couldn't fail? Think about that. Ask yourself this question again. What would I be doing with my life if I knew I couldn't fail? Now, if your answer to that question is anything different than what you're doing with your life right now, then yes, you too are struggling with moving past fear. Fear is what's holding you back from doing what you really want to do. Fear is what's holding you back from going towards your passion. Now, if you feel that way, trust me, you're not alone. We're all in that category. We all deal with it. We deal with it on different levels. The question is, what helps some people move past it while other people get stuck? And that's what we're going to touch on in this video. Remember this, it's not about what happens, it's how you react to what happens. I mean, I call back to, as we're going through this political season, I'm watching all the things that are going on, and I'm sure you are too. I think back to Martin Luther King. We just celebrated his birthday recently. Think about how he dealt with all of the different things that were going on in the United States at that time. He could have went off and got all upset and argued and yelled, but he chose a different path. How did he choose that path? It's not about what was happening to him. It's how he reacted to what happened to him. And that's why we're still talking about him today and celebrating his birthday as a national holiday. This is where I want to help you out with. I want to help you get to that place where you can act in spite of that fear that we all deal with on a regular basis. So what I'm going to share with you in this series, it's 4 key attributes that every person must have if they want to move forward in spite of fear and move aggressively towards their passion. I'm going to help you overcome those things, and that's what we're going to do. Here's the thing. How do I know this, or why do I have the ability to tell you this? Because I've experienced it in my own life. I've experienced it back when I was in college. I played basketball, and it didn't matter where we were. Basketball was just my life. It was my passion at that time, and I knew it because every time we went to play, I just wanted to play. I never felt like basketball was work. I never felt like it was hard. I never felt like practice was hard. I just completely enjoyed it. I would lose track of time when I was playing basketball. Nothing mattered in the world when I was playing basketball. Why? Because that was my passion, and that's what I love to do. Now, today, speaking is my passion. And again, I have those exact same feelings. I lose track of time when I'm thinking of the next talk I'm going to write. Time just disappears. I can go 3 or 4 hours and be like, what happened? Where'd the time go? Because I'm in my passion and I love what I do, and I want to share that with you. And I want you to find that passion and lose track of time too. I want you to just feel free, and when you're in your passion, that is when you are completely free. But first, we've got to get past that fear. Now, make no mistake about it. When you're in your passion and everything, when life is going great, doesn't mean that you're not going to have troubles, right? You're going to have problems, you're going to have troubles. Everybody does, no matter who you are. But the question is, how do you deal with them? And when you use these attributes we're going to talk about in this 4-part series, you're going to be able to deal with those troubles in a much better way, with grace and with peace, and just be calm about it and still be able to move forward anyway. All right? So that's where we're going. With that said, I want to dive right in. Let's get into this first concept that I want to talk about. The first attribute that every person must have if they want to move forward in spite of fear and move aggressively towards their passion is faith. That's right, I said it. You've got to have faith. Kind of like George Michael. God bless George Michael. Great guy. But you got to have faith. You've got to have faith, and I want to define it here. What's faith? I have it here. A firm belief in something for which there is no proof. Or you could say a firm belief in something that hasn't happened yet. Now, you may think, I don't deal with that whole faith stuff. I don't get into that. Well, the truth is, we all have faith. We all have faith in a whole lot of things. We just don't think about it. Our whole lives are controlled and revolving around having faith in something or someone. Let me give you some examples. For instance, you get up in the morning every day, you go crank up your car, and you go to work. Do you ever think about how, when you stick your key in the ignition, how does the car turn on? How does that little key make the car turn on? What are the intricacies of how it works? You don't think about that. You don't worry about that. You know why? Because you have faith in the people who design the car know what they're doing, and the mechanic who fixes the car knows what they're doing. You have faith that when you turn the key, the car is going to start. That's faith. How about the lights turning on? I get up every morning and I go up down my hallway. It's dark. I have to turn the light on so I can see. When I turn that light on, I flip that switch. I'm not thinking about all the ways of how the light fixture or how the builder built the home. I just want my lights to turn on. I have faith that the builder did their job right, and when I flick that switch, the lights are going to come on. That's faith. How about getting to work safely? You drive to work every single day. People have accidents every day, but you drive every single day to work safely. That's faith. You just have faith you're going to get there. You don't even think about it. Last but not least, the most important one, the biggest one, most people already know, flying. You get in an airplane, you fly 30,000 miles in the air. Do you think about how the mechanics have worked on that plane? Is the pilot, is he prepared and ready? Are the people who run the airport, they got the traffic going the right way? You don't think about any of those things. You just have faith that they're going to get you to Albuquerque or wherever you're going. See, your whole life revolves around faith all the time. And that's why we know you have faith. So why we have faith in all of these things? We have faith in the airplane pilot and the mechanic on our car and the lights in our house. Why do we have faith in that? But when it comes to starting our own business or starting an exercise plan or whatever the case may be for you, why is it then that we don't have faith that we can accomplish that? That's the question. So here's the thing. There's an interesting thing about having faith and the word fear. They're one and the same. Have you ever thought about that? Faith and fear are one and the same. Let's go back to that definition I said of faith. Remember that. A firm belief in something that hasn't happened yet. Or a firm belief in something for which there is no proof. Now, rewind that and let's put fear and do the same definition. Fear, a firm belief in something that hasn't happened yet. Fear, a firm belief in something for which there is no proof. Works perfectly because faith and fear are one and the same. They're one and the same. When you know that, you can change your life. So in order to move forward past the fear and aggressively towards your passion, you've got to have faith. That's what you got to have. That's the truth. And what I want to do here is I'm going to leave you with some ground, something to hold this in for you so you can really remember why you should have faith. And every time you get into that struggle, you get into that fear place, which is okay that you get there. The important thing is you get past it. I'm going to share something with you right now to help you get past the fear. This is important because the only way you can move forward in your life, the only way that you can do anything and accomplish anything is you move past the fear. Most people stop at the fear and they get stuck right there. Here's what I want to share with you. Faith. Think of it this way. Every time you get afraid of something, think of this. Faith. F stands for this. Face it. First thing you gotta do, you gotta face it. If there is a challenge or a problem going on in your life, you gotta face it. You got to acknowledge that there is something that you're afraid of before you can fix it. Don't run away from that. Don't be afraid of that. Face it. That's the first thing when you think of faith. Face the problem. Next, A, act on it. Once you face it, you gotta act on it. You gotta get down in there and start taking action. If it's going to the gym, go to the gym. If you got a friend, go with a friend. But if not, go by yourself. Just go. You gotta move forward anyway. You gotta take action. That is so important to moving forward and past fear. Take action. That's the A. Now, I, improve every day. When you start, do something every day to improve on working on your faith. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Just take baby steps. You don't have to jump all the way across the bridge right now. Just do something today that's going to move you forward and past that fear. Just a little something. It doesn't have to be big, just a little bit. But you got to do something every day. Improve every day. The next one, T, talk about it. Now this one's important. Talk about it with a friend or a family member, whoever that is, but it's got to be someone who will encourage you. It's extremely important. Only someone who will encourage you. If you pick the wrong person, you might get someone who discourages you from moving forward. You don't want that. So this one's tricky. You have to pick someone who will encourage you. If you find the right person, that will help you. It's like an accountability partner. They move you forward. Everyone loves teamwork. Teamwork helps. You have someone else working and helping you get towards your goal or getting past this barrier in your life. That helps. So definitely use that. Talk about it with a friend, with whoever it is that will help you move forward. Next is the H, habit. Make it a habit. Make it a habit of working on your faith, of building your faith every single day. They say it takes between 2 months and 8 months to build a habit. That old knowledge of 21 days, that's old school stuff. It takes much longer than that. It's much harder work. It's not easy, but it will be worth it if you continue to work on it. It takes between 2 months and 8 months to build a habit, but if you continue to work on building your faith every single day, just working on it and working on it, how can I trust that this is going to happen? That's building that habit that you can move forward. So the next time another barrier comes up, another fear, you just go through the process again. Go through the process again and get past it and get past it. And it becomes a habit. You see the fear and then you move forward anyway. You see another fear, you move forward anyway. You move forward in spite of the fear and you move aggressively towards your passion. So that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to just close with that. Just remember this. Work on your faith. That is the first essential attribute that every person must have to move past their fear and aggressively towards their passion. So remember those words, okay? Face it. Act on it. Improve every day. Talk about it. Share it with a friend. And make it a habit to work on your faith. And if you do that, it will change your life. So with that, I'm going to sign off. And feel free to share this video with your friends, with family, with whoever it is. Get the message out. Anyone that it can help to help people move forward, get past that fear, I want to be able to help them. So share the video all you want. And with that, I'm signing off. My name again is TY. Stay tuned for the next video next week. Again, I'm TY. Remember, the time is always now. Allow the universe to work in your favor and be blessed.